Hey guys, welcome back to the next video, and today we learn about how we can use pivot table and grouper method in pandas. So this is my Jupyter notebook, and here first I'll import pandas and then numpy as np, and here I am reading my file whose name is weather.csv, and if I'll print df, then you can see the data. So these are the fields which are available in my file. So date, city, temperature and humidity. And let's see how we can use pivot method first. So what I will do, I'll set city as an index and I want this date as a column. So currently my index is by default 0 1 2 3 4 5 up to 8. So what I will do, I'll use pivot method, and here I have used index as city. So city will be my index and my columns would be dates. So here you can see the output. So city, Berlin, Delhi and London. So these are the three cities that you can see here, and these are my dates which are showing as a column here, and here it is showing me the values of temperature and humidity. So first three dates are for the temperature values, and the last three dates are showing the values of humidity. So in this way this data is created. And if you want to show the data of humidity only, then you can write this code as index would be city, column state and values equals to humidity. So here you can see the data of humidity for these cities. You can also change the index and the columns. So you can change the index to date and column as cities. So if you'll print, then here you can see now this time your index is showing as date and your city is your column. So here you can see three dates were available in your data, and so this is your data. So 12 January 16, 12 February 16 and 12 March 16. The dates are same for Delhi and dates are same for Berlin. So here I have set the index as date. So here you can see these three dates, and at the top or in the column you can see the cities where it is showing the temperature for these cities and showing humidity for these cities. So in this way you can replace the values for index and columns. And again you can change the index. Let's say this time you want to set index as humidity, and if you'll print df, then here you can see the index values this time is humidity and city is my column. So 30 was the humidity on this date, and the temperature on that day was 82, and that is in Berlin only. So it's not in Delhi, not in London, so that's why I'm getting NN value. So in this way it is calculating this data. So this is how we can use pivot method in pandas, and now let's see how we can use a pivot table. So first I'll read my data. This time I have weather to data, and if you'll print df, then here you can see I have same dates for this city London. Let's say 12th January 2016 London, 12th January 2016 London, and here you can see Feb for the same city, and for Delhi also you can see 12th January 2016, two dates showing for Delhi, and here also you can see Feb month. So this is my data, and this time I'll use pivot table. So pivot table will give me the average values. So let's see how we can use it. So here let's say I want to use this pivot table, so df.pivot table, and here I have set index as city and columns is my date. So if you'll run the program, so here you can see the values that I'm getting here. So city is my Delhi and London that you can see here, and here are the dates. So here I have January and February dates for both the cities. So humidity January and February, and temperature January and February. So in Delhi on this date, so January, so this is the date for Delhi, and here you can see the value for humidity. So humidity values here are 88 and 84, but it is giving me here as 86, so it is giving me the average value. So this is how pivot table works. So it basically gives you the average values. You can see the same for London on this date. So uh, this is the date where you can see the data for London city. So 60 and 61, and the average value for humidity is 60.5. So this is how it is working. So in pivot table we have, let's say, here you can see I have used margins here. So margins true, and aggregate function I have used here np dot sum. You can use sum also, that will also work. And by default this agree function will give you the mean value. So if you run this program, so here you can see I have used, first I have print the data, and this is my df data, and here you can see index is city and columns as date, this you can see here, and margins true. So on both the side it is giving me the sum of these data. So this is the sum of these two, 293, and in the same way you can see the sum of these values. So here it is giving me a sum, and here also you can see the sum of these values. So this margin values works in this way. So I have given this aggregate function sum, so that's why it is adding. Otherwise by default it calculate the mean value for you. So in this way this pivot table works. And now let's see how we can use grouper method. So first I'll read my third data. So this I have one more file, and the name of that file is weather3. It's also a CSV format, so I have used pd.read CSV. And if you'll print df, here you can see this time I have only one city, and here you can see the dates. The dates are different this time: 15 January, February, March, and 20 January, February, and March. So the dates are different, but I have one city. So I'll use grouper method here, and I'll show you how that grouper methods work. So here you can see the date column. So in date column you can see 15-01-2016. What will happen if you have a date in another format, like if you have a slash instead of this hyphen, 15/01/2016? So what will happen? So in that case this will be considered as string, though it is showing you as a date format, but here it will be considered as a string. So for that we need to change it to the proper date format. So I'll show you. Let's say you have the dates in this format. So here you can see 15/01/2016. So in date column you can see the slashes instead of hyphen, so this will be considered as string. So this is not the proper date format. So for that we need to convert it into a date format first. So to convert it into a proper date format, I'll use this code df date. So in this I'll save the correct format, date format, and I'll use pd dot to date time, and this is the date column on which I want to apply this. So here you can see, if you'll run this, if you'll print df, then here you can see the output. Now you have a proper date format. So in this way you need to change the date first if it is not in a proper format. So now let's see how we can use this grouper in pivot table. So here you can see this is the code that I have applied. So here df dot pivot table and index pd dot grouper, and in grouper these are the parameters that we can pass in this grouper. So frequency is is for monthly, and this is we use for month, and key is my date, so my index would be date here, and my columns will be city. So if you'll run this code, then here you can see January month, February month, March month. So it is giving me last date of the month, and here you can see the humidity in London. It is giving me the average value of this January month. So this is the average value it has giving to me. So in the same way, it is giving me the temperature value on the same date, and so on. So this is how we can use this grouper in our program. So these are the parameters: frequency, key dates, and I have set the columns as city. So in this way we can use this pivot table and pivot, and we have also seen how we can use this grouper in pivot table. So this was all about how we can use these methods. So thank you so much for giving your time. Take care and have a good day.